Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am your host, the lightest of lightest, the man to only be this bright, the true bright knight, President LightSkin in the building, baby. This is Problematic LightSkin, episode 21. We are back with another episode. I am extremely excited to announce that there are no sponsors for the episode. Yes, let's get another round of applause. No sponsors. We're independent. We're working our way up to the top, baby. Let me get my water. Oh, excuse me. Dude, I be just having like the worst I'll be having the worst allergies, dude. I don't even know what it is. All right, so let's get into it. It's episode 21. Super ecstatic to be back. Been seeing like look at TikTok, like actually giving a fuck about my videos now. Like, I've seen like 3 videos like back to back just like get more views. So I'm like, I don't know what it is I'm talking about, but these niggas is liking it. All right, so in today's, we got a couple reviews for the episode. We're going to talk about some of the shit that's going on in the political world. Esports awards were here. Game awards were just announced. The Grand Prix is this weekend. And then we'll do some recaps of the sports, the NFL sports picks. But started to get into it. We're going to do a review of Running Man. Running Man just came out this past week. So if you haven't seen Running Man, Running Man is based off of a Stephen King novel. It was it had a film adaptation with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper. This is like the second movie that's like kind of been rebooted that Arnold's been in. You know what I'm saying? Like Predator and now Running Man. Running Man is directed by Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright directed one of my favorite movies. It's like in my top 10, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I think it's one of the most amazing movies. It's just I don't know. It's just aesthetically pleasing. The way it's shot and designed, all the casting was amazing. So, what a fantastic movie. So, when you think of like Edgar Wright, I think Baby Driver, that's another one. He has some other hits as well. I think it's Shaun versus the Dead, something like Shaun of the Dead, something like that. Okay, The Running Man, it's really good. It's fun. I do wish someone else was playing the Ben Richards character, maybe somebody a little bit bigger or bulkier. We have great characters throughout the movie. The dude who plays Spencer in All American, he was in there. He looked jacked himself. Uh Michael Cera was in there. He was fun. That kind of storyline was kind of a little all over the place. There was a lot going on there. I don't know. So overall, just so I can be done with this review, I'm just gonna say this movie, it's decent. It's a good watch. It's not something I would go run to the theaters to see. I do feel like Edgar Wright might have not been the perfect person to direct this movie. It just didn't have his feel. So for Running Man, I'm gonna give it a solid 3. And I'm really deducting a point because they didn't use 21 Savage's Running. Like, I just feel like that would be a perfect song to be in the movie. They didn't use, so I deduct a whole ass point because of no, but like a Running Man just itself is a 3. It's a 3 out of 5, excuse me. It's a solid 3 out of 5. And it has its issues, but I mean, again, it's a decent good time, good watch. I wouldn't run out to go to the theaters to see. So that was a 15 fucking minute review because I seemed like I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. So I do apologize about that. Now let's get into another review. This one a lot more easier. So Wale just dropped an album. Everything is a lot. To get to just so we don't run into any more time when it comes to these reviews. Look, the album is, I think it's, look, I've never listened to Wale. Wale's songs have come on and shit like that, and I've heard, but I just never, I fuck with Wale's music. in those small portions that I've ever heard. I was like, oh, that's really good. And I do appreciate what Wale does with the wrestling community in the world. So coming into this album being the first kind of like real Wale album I've ever just listened to, because it's just Wale is just not like an artist that I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go out of my way to listen to Wale. That's just not for me. Like, I don't know, just the way he raps. It's just a personal ideal, right? But that was how I felt going into it, and I was like, oh, let me just play a couple songs. But going into the album, everything is a lot. This was a very like the opening of this album with Conundrum is a fantastic album. You get an idea of samples that he will be using throughout the entire album. But we have a crazy lineup when it comes to everything is live. It's Conundrum, Belly, Where to Start, and Blanco. Like back to back to back. All these songs are good. The music is it's a vibe, dude. I was like, damn, I didn't know Wale was such a vibe. I was really upset that I was like, I haven't listened to Wale. And then so when we get into the Michael Fredo, it's like a small interlude into it. And I thought we were getting a change in the album. So like we were getting this vibey kind of R&B-ish style rap music that we kind of get in the first couple of songs. Belly was a little more rap heavy. Um I don't want to say he's like in there singing, but it's like he ain't, it's not the aggressive tones of a rap per se. And so we get into the Michael Fredro mix. The actual song, and we get a Rick Ross feature in there. And so I thought this album was taking a turn. Like, hey, we're going from vibey and then boom straight into some hard rap shit, right? Uh Definitely didn't happen like the way I thought it was going to. It kind of just took the album. It kind of like this is how the album went, right? So it was the vibes from the beginning, and then okay, oh, I thought we were going, and then you hit the Michael Fredro, the instrumental, or not the instrumental, but the interlude, and then the song. I was like, oh, we're going up. Like, hey, we're raising the bar right here. And then it comes back down to where it was at, like because we start getting into those vibe chill. It's kind of like a song that kind of just is kind of out of place almost. But and then towards the back half of the album, it's a lot more feature heavy. Because at the very beginning, it was very just I think Wale all the way through. So, look, I think the album is really good for a first Wale album. I was like, I'm sold. I'm like, man, I got to go listen to the old catalog. Now, would I be disappointed? Probably, probably not. I know a lot of people speak on Wale as a very great artist. So, but yeah, I thought Everything a Lot is a really good album. I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5 out of 5. It is worthy of a vinyl purchase. I did buy it before I started the pod, so I just do want to say that I did purchase the vinyl. I thought it was very fun. I like just the opening songs alone. Like I said, let's run them down again. Conundrum, Belly, Where to Start, and Blanco. That is 4 songs at the beginning of the album where I'm just like, yo, I'm in. And honestly, I could cut the album off, but then we go into that Michael Fredro, the instrumental, which is amazing. Not instrumental, but the interlude. And then we go into the album. And then there's still some more songs after that where I'm just like, yo, these are a vibe. He got features with Leon Thomas and Ty Dolla $ign and Shabuzi. So the album is really good. It's a really so that's what I'm saying. A 3.5 out of 5 is definitely the way I want to go about when it comes to this album. If it would have changed how I thought it was going to change, I would have said a 4. Like if we would have got that vibey R&B ish rap style at the beginning, kind of like that, showing that emotional side of a rapper, and then we went into the hard aspect of the hard because you can like the tones between the songs from Michael Fredro to the last of being Blanco, like these are two different, like this is almost like two different albums in a way, but you thought where it might have gone. It's like from sweet to heat. But yeah, so Wale's Everything is a Lot. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I found it to be a very good album. Kind of a misdirect in the middle of the album. And the features towards the back end were like they were okay, but they weren't like the best. But it is worthy of a vinyl purchase just off of the beginning alone. But the solid tracks on there are great as well. So I'm yeah, I'm solid with that. I'm cool with that. That is my review for Wale's Everything Is a Lot. This was a really good album. So definitely go listen to that. If you're not a big Wale fan, or I would say this is a different Wale that I've heard. Because I've heard Wale tracks in the past, so it's a lot to say. The biggest news of the week, because we talked about it last week. Angelita, something like that. She needed to be sworn in after the government shutdown was over. She was going to be sworn in, and she was the beginning of the petition to being signed for the Epstein Files to be released. Well, all hell done broke loose all throughout the week. The House and the Senate both passed for the Epstein Files to be released. I want you to understand like what happened for this to okay, so when the House voted on it, it was only one Republican that said nay. Let me see if I can find him. It's important that we find out, and he was a Republican out of fucking Clay Higgins. Hey, if you live in Louisiana, okay, if you live in Louisiana and you see this motherfucker Clay Higgins, do not vote for this weird motherfucker, bro. Why were you the only one that said nay and the vote for the Epstein Files to be released? Why was you the only one? Talk about like being a dumbass. Like all the Republicans were like, yay. That nigga was like, I'm gonna be different. Nay. What the fuck? Talk about losing your seat. I bet he felt real stupid. I bet when he went into that vote, he was like, man, it's gonna be at least like 30 of us that say nay. I mean, we gonna be good. Nope, you dumb fuck. Hold up. Clay, what's this? I don't even Clay Higgins. Clay Higgins. Clay Clay sorry. Sorry, it's just hilarious. Sorry. Clay Higgins career in politics is officially over. It's done. It's
fatality.
Gone. He's out of here. Hey, that motherfucker. Clay Higgins, you gone, bitch. You ain't coming. If he get voted in, bro, I'm sorry. It's anybody who votes for Clay Higgins into any whatever election there is. I need you to capture all them niggas votes, and you need to do an investigation on them, because clearly all them niggas like little children. All them little niggas want pedophiles to be released. And that's probably who his main votership is, pedophiles. Like, oh, you can't be a pedophile and vote. Well, I mean, you can if you don't get caught. So, hey. But yeah, Clay Higgins, wow, way to fuck that up, guy. But anyway, so yeah, the House, the House unanimously, besides Clay Higgins' weird ass, decided to vote for the Epstein Files to be released. From Republicans to Democrats, nigga, we all came together. It was like, we don't like pedophiles. We don't like pedrophiles, all right? Look. And so everyone was thinking like, okay, when is it going to pass the Senate? Oh, well, surprise, surprise. Nigga, it got, the Senate passed it before it even hit the House. I don't think the House had even got done finishing voting on it. The Senate was like, hey, this shit going through. This shit is a unanimous decision. There ain't no weird nigga, like, because like in the House, you can see who voted for it. The Senate, it's not really, it's just a majority vote. They all spoke up. Hey, this is what it is. The Senate, Schumacher, sorry, I think my Siri is about to go crazy. I don't know what it's doing. I just literally see it lighting up. I think it's like listening to my conversation. I think it wants to report me. Okay, there we go. Because there's no reason it should have even popped up. Anyways, the old nigga that is in the Senate, he came out and said, hey, look, the Senate, we're passing this before it even gets voted at the House. It is what it is. So the Senate already came through, and like that is so crazy to me that this thing was pretty much passed within an hour. Like, and it takes 20 some years to get like a normal bill passed. It's like it lets you know like these motherfuckers in government is dumb. Like it's a lot of dumb, inconsistent motherfuckers, bro. And but yeah, so the Epstein files are officially passed by the House and Senate, and I think Trump just signed them. I'm not too sure. Let me double check. Yeah, so about 20 hours ago, as of filming this today, this is Thursday, November 20th. Epstein did file this time the bill, and then now it goes to the DOJ, who will probably delay the bill. Because their reports is that if there's a ongoing investigation, that they will stop the files from coming out, or they will redact more stuff. Things. I'm like, nigga, what? You guys said these things were good a long time ago. What investigations are you now coming up with? This doesn't make sense. But Trump has been on this rail of like he was trying to protect the Democrats, so maybe there's things in there about the Democrats they were trying to keep under wraps and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see more. This is just the early stages of the Epstein files. Officially, um, the bill has been signed for them, so that's pretty exciting. Can't wait to see what other celebrities and government officials that are on these Epstein files, and a bunch of fucking weirdos. So that is what it is. So next up, the esports awards were last night, and Ishowspeed won Streamer of the Year. Congratulations to Ishowspeed. Ishowspeed. So if I were to be honest about Ishowspeed, Ishowspeed is going to be very interesting to watch in the next 10 years. And I say this because I think he's like early 20, 19, 20-ish, around that age. It's going to be interesting to see what he decides to do, cuz we've seen all this, him trying to try out for sports, him running and all this shit. Like is he just a streamer, or is he a potential true athlete? Like that's going to be really interesting to see, because he's in his early ages, early age of the years of doing, like, getting into the running and shit like that. And I think he need to jump on it now before it comes too late. So it's going to be real cool to see where Ishowspeed like really brings his talents to. I know it's not going to be football. If anything, it'll be maybe track. Eh, I don't know. We'll have to see. I think he can be a potential like really great athlete. I think he's really loved in streaming platforms ever. I enjoy watching Ishowspeed, from the dog barking to, the twerking, and uh, even his days with Ava and all that. That boy been doing a lot. But yeah, he's grown. I'm really curious to see where he goes in the next 10 years. To me, I think he had a fantastic year when it came to streaming. I mean, he pretty much like traveled all over America and did a whole stream from different states. He was here in the States. He was here in Texas. It was pretty cool for him to come through. Um, I think of all the other streamers that he was compared to, I think the only next best one was Kai. I mean, these streamers, what you have to realize, a lot of these streamers, streaming when it first started, I remember on Justin TV, it was just games. Call of Duty, everyone's trying to stream the Call of Duty 1v1 head glitching clips and shit like that. And then now it's evolved. It's still that, but it's also evolved into so much more, where you got these people like doing their, they wake up stream. They go to, I remember I was in the gym the other day. This dude was like streaming in the gym. And it didn't bother me none. It's like, hey, do what you got to do, dog. Like, don't say nothing crazy to me, because I will beat your ass on your stream. A little scrawny nigga too. That would have been hilarious. I've been told to chat, hey, W in the chat, bro. I whoop his ass. But yeah, so a lot of these streamers, like, I mean, they kind of gotta like entertain you. So shit, the money that they get from you watching, I would hope these niggas went all out. I need niggas start, climbing towers and shit. I need niggas jumping out of planes. I need niggas like filming themselves on set of a movie. All that. Like if I'm gonna watch you, like I'm gonna watch you. But yeah, so shout out to Ishowspeed winning the esport. I don't know how they compare the two. I don't know how like esports and this got in. I don't know how they correlate. I think they just want niggas to watch it. So like, hey, we're gonna just nominate some streamers. Like this shit didn't even make no sense. It's like it would be different because it's the streamer of the year. It's the streamer of the year, not an esports streamer. It's like just a streamer. Like I was just being very vague. But yeah, so shout out to Ishowspeed. That was like I say, he's gonna be something very interesting to watch in the next 10 years. So shout out to him. Also during this week, the Game of the Year awards were announced. We're gonna read off I'm just only gonna read off the Game of the Year category. I did see like the online game, best online game. Marvel Rivals wasn't nominated for it, which is fucking insane. Like, bro, like that's been a fantastic beast. I've been playing that all year. I don't know how the fuck it's nominated for something else, but I think ongoing game. I think it's such a weird. Like they're just making weird, fucking And the Game Awards also has their own Streamer of the Year award too. Ishowspeed is not in that one, but Kai Cenat is, so Kai will probably win that. Who knows? Or I didn't look at the list of who was in there, but this is the Game of the Year awards. I think it'd be cool if we pretty much announce it like that. Game of the Year goes to Death Strand. Oh, how would they say it? It's your nominees. Okay, hold on. Your nominees for oh, excuse me. Damn, my voice cracked at the end. Hold on, okay, hold on. Your nominees for Game of the Year: Death Stranding 2, Expedition 33, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silo Song. Oh, sorry, I said Silo. Hollow Knight, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And these are your nominees for Game of the Year. Yeah, suck my dick, voiceover actor. Anyways, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never played any of these fucking games. I never played Death Stranding 2. I thought Death Stranding 2 had already came out. I thought like what was coming out was like DLC. I was like, didn't Death Stranding 2 already come out? Like, oh, come to find out, it didn't. No, this is fun. It's like Death Stranding 2 at the beach or some shit. I was like, whatever, nigga. Expedition 33, I did hear about a lot. I remember that was like just a big. If it wasn't for Xbox Game Pass, I don't think anybody was gonna play that and realize how good it really was. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I could give two shits about anything Nintendo. Hades 2, I'm still playing Hades. I can't even beat Hades. So I'm just like, why do I need to play 2 if I can't even beat the first one? Hollow Knight Silk Song, I can't even beat Hollow Knight. Like, damn, that shit is stressful. I'm like, God damn. I mean, yeah, you could go look up a tutorial, but what's the point? I'm like, damn, these niggas beating my ass. I can't even get past the. I'm like, okay, I got a map. Well, what's the point of this map? No, just look. There's just some there's some game I just be like, I ain't playing. And then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I had a homie tell me to buy that game. I didn't buy it because like he always tell me to buy some shit and then he stops playing it. And I'm like, what was the point? What was the point of telling me to buy it? So those are your Game Award nominees for the year. I will probably say, excuse me, I'm sorry. If anything, if I know people, it will probably be Expedition 33 or it will probably be Hollow Knight Silk Song. Those are the two I feel like would probably be the winner. Maybe more Expedition 33. So yeah. That's your Game Awards. Damn, see, I'm telling you, like, I am just like, and then as soon as I put on the mask too, it's like the mask be getting me. Cause it's so stuffy. Oh, almost. But yeah, we're almost done. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So into other news, let's see if I can pull this up without. This is complex. It just happened today. So complex dropped a list of the 50 best albums of the 21st century. This just came out. Um, let's see. Try to get to the list. So that's all. So we're gonna just do the top. We'll do the top 10, and we'll kind of just get an idea of where this list is going. I can tell you it's already amazing. So Complex, like I said, Complex announced the 50 best albums of the 21st century. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we'll count down from 10 to 1. And I'll just give you how do I feel about it, or per se. So starting off with the weekend House of Balloons being in the number 10. If you don't remember House of Balloons, like this has like one of one of my favorite songs from the weekend. It's House of Balloons, obviously. I remember he did a rendition of it at the Super Bowl. I was like, oh, dude, I was like, it was me and one other person at that party. We were like, oh, we're tweaking. Like, this is crazy. And I remember I saw the weekend. I don't know if he played House of Balloons towards the end. I ended up leaving early. Because the girl I was with, she wanted to go, and I was like, oh, okay, but that's a very interesting album to start with in the very 21st century. Uh, so Beyonce, I didn't know she had a self-entitled album. Came out in 2013. That is number 9. Very interesting. I don't. I'm trying to think. I don't know how that. I don't know. I've never listened to like a Beyonce album all the way through, so I can't really compare like all the Beyonce albums. Like, oh yeah, this is a really good Beyonce album. We have Frank Ocean's Blonde. I mean, come on, Nights. That's just that song alone is pretty amazing. That I would agree with that. It's just out of 50, it's kind of crazy. Number 7 is Drake. Take Care. It's probably one of his best albums to other people. It's not my best album, but if you're still reading this, that's like my favorite album. It's, especially the time when he came out, was having beef with Meek Mill. But yet again, that was a really good album. Kendrick Lamar's Damn. I like that. That's pretty solid. I don't know, out of 50 it's kind of crazy, but I love Damn. I think I own it on the vinyl. Sure I do. Eminem's The Marshall Mathers LP. That is a classic. That's just like classic Eminem right there. Um I would definitely I would see that as a solid, yeah, I agree. Like I agree with that. We have Rihanna Anti. Mm, I don't know how I feel about that one. Like an- Anti, I don't know. Let's look at the album. Let's look at Anti, because I just don't feel. I mean, I understand that. Probably, I think that has what, bitch better have my money. Let's see. Oh, doesn't even have it. So which album does? A Work, Desperado. I don't know if I'm saying Love on the Brain. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's a solid. It's a solid album from Rihanna. I don't know if I'm saying that's number like 4, like out of 10, like out of 50. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay Z's The Blueprint. I mean, well known. That's history right there. I don't know what else to tell you about that one. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. I can agree with that. And number 2, I don't know if I'm saying that's number 2. But what I will say is that number 1, Kanye West is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Oh, yeah, okay, I thought I had it here. I probably have it somewhere else. But yeah, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy being the number 1. I mean, it's a really good album. I mean, it's only like a couple skips, and that's all of the lights. I could do without them. I just something about them tracks I just fucking hate, but everything else is solid. But I mean, like, cause they got number 11. They got Stankonia at 11. Kendrick Lamar's Mad City at 12. Future DS2 at 13. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm kind of like I might have like look SZA SOS at 16. Beyonce's Lemonade at 17. Like I'm saying like Lemonade was pretty nice. I think that was like the only one album where I was like, "Oh yeah, this was a really good Beyonce album." I don't know. I think Complex they always have like these lists, and their list can just sometimes just be just outrageous and off the wall. And like and they say like best album. Are you like is it just rap albums? Like I don't understand. Like I'm seeing Bad Bunny on here, Lil Wayne. Like the fact that the Carter 3 ain't in the top 10, that's crazy. I don't even like Wayne, and I think the Carter 3 was like his best album. I think this list is just honestly just to start some shit because this don't make no damn sense. Yeah, as I keep swiping up, I don't know if 1 through 10 is supposed to be like is it the top 100 is supposed to be the best? I don't know. I don't know how because the more I swipe up, I'm seeing just better and better albums like Billie Eilish, um, Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon. Like I think this is just for them to sell vinyls off their store. Like Justin Timberlake's Future Sex Love Sounds. Like psh, that's definitely higher than a 41. So I don't know. I think this Complex list is kind of dumb. I don't know who the fuck be at Complex, but they need to be fired. They need to stop making lists because they lists just be all over the place. And it's like you say the top albums of the century is like I don't see no country albums in there. So it let me know y'all don't be like multicultural with y'all shit. Top 50 best. Yeah, I think that somebody just picked 50 albums that they probably heard and was like, "Oh yeah, this is to me what I think is bad." Because like you're missing like a lot of great music out there. This don't even make no fucking sense. Yeah, this whole list is shit. Because Man on the Moon Part 2 should be on this list over 1. Let's be honest. Like, come on. What are we doing? Come on, Complex. Usher Confessions. Yeah, I think whoever made this list literally dropped the ball. They're a fucking idiot. Yeah, I none of this even makes sense. Because Adele 21 definitely better than that Rihanna album. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like what who like how do you determine what is a good album? This doesn't make any sense. Who wrote this article? Are these all the people that? Oh man, fire all these niggas. What names are these? Dimas, Jordan, Ross, Joe, Mike, Mark, Brianna, John. Look, any nigga who made this list, and I'm gonna put it in there. Any nigga who made this list at Complex, you niggas need to be fired. This is not the best 50 album like of the century. Come on, guys. What are we talking about? Like, even if you don't look at the top 10, because that's what people are looking at as the top 10. Fuck the top 10. I'm looking at the top 40 through 50. And I'm like, bro, you're missing at least 10 albums I can see. Okay, there's Cardi. But I still wouldn't even put Cardi in the top 50. We're missing Migos. Like, if you want to make a fucking rap list, that is not Call Me If You Get Lost is not Tyler's best album, in my opinion. I think it's Igor. I think that's a phenomenal album. uh and they have like this one random Lana Del Rey album in 2012. Like, yeah, I think they're missing a lot of good albums. This is crazy. Cause it seems like it's just rap albums. Cause that's what I don't understand about the list. Is it just rap? Because that don't make no fucking sense. All right, all right, we're over that. That list. Okay, sorry, I'm updating my notes. I knew this was something that I wanted to just slide in there real quick. All right, so moving off from that, man, this has been just a very episode. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it's been kind of like a dead week of just news in general. But hey, I'd rather give you an episode than not give you an episode. So we're gonna finish this off pretty quick. The Grand Prix in Las Vegas is this weekend. I don't want to make any predictions for it because it's like we don't know what how qualifications are gonna go. I do know Lando Norris, Oscar, and Max are the top 3 drivers right now. I don't think Lando's losing that lead at 390. Unless like he just doesn't perform this weekend. I can't imagine he doesn't. Yeah, so I'm still gonna give it to I think look, we got like what after Vegas, we got 2 more races. I mean, if you stay, even if even if Lando, Oscar, and Max don't even make it in the top 3, and other people do, like Lando's going into this as driver of the year. He's pretty locked in for that right now. I mean, Oscar would have to win like he'd have to win every race going forward. So I don't know if he'll be able to do that. So yeah, the Grand Prix in Las Vegas is this weekend. Like I said, no predictions on that. I do look, shout out to McLaren. McLaren won the Constructors Cup. I do truly feel like that if we made all the cars the same speed, it would really at that point just be who's the best driver, Because I remember when like they put the cap on the vehicles. And then I think what that same year Mercedes stopped winning. Like, 'cause that's what happens when you you can't just put every dollar in it, So it's gonna be an exciting weekend. I finally get to watch a race. All the races happen usually during the fucking like morning and shit. I'm like, bruh. Las Vegas like the only, and I do know it's like one of the most hated race circuits, but it is what it is, right? So last up, we got a lot of football news to talk about. It's probably going to be my longest episode yet. So if we could just recap last week's. Let me grab it real quick. For week 11, I went 12-3. Ha! I'm back. Feels good. I was tired of them fives, bro. I was like, God damn. Like now we getting into where like motherfuckers need to start playing the game. Motherfuckers need to stop bullshitting and play the fucking game. This was a solid week. Look, there was a couple games that I just wasn't too sure about. That Seahawks Rams game. I mean, somebody out of that had to come out of be a winner. The Chiefs Broncos. The Broncos like have barely been pulling it through. I thought maybe the Chiefs might get the dub over them, so that's where it was like the expectation of that. The Chargers Jaguars game, not at all what I expected that game to go. Pretty shocking. But overall, it was a solid good week of football. Oh, excuse me. We had some very interesting things happen this week. Shador made his debut on the actual field, playing. Played a couple quarters. I mean, the Browns still lost, but I mean, like, everyone's so quick to call Shador trash. I mean, Shador hasn't even had a chance to really not only get to know the team, like play with the team. It's different than like Cam Ward. Cam Ward had talked so much shit, and then he's been the starting quarterback, and he has done complete shit. I can't even like. I mean, but I've seen him play, and I'm like, bro, he plays horrible. And this is what I like. I think what a lot of people don't understand is these motherfuckers that come from college, bro. You playing with niggas your size. Y'all niggas don't even think about bulking up or anything like that because you're in college. It's not till you get to the actual like the NFL where you're like, oh hey, this lineman like 200 more pounds than I am. I need to at least cut him off by 100. So it's like in high school and college, yeah, you're playing against niggas that are like your same height, your same build. Niggas ain't trying to learn how to get fast. They just trying to just do the best they can, like. And so when you finally see these quarterbacks go into the NFL, you see them do fucking trash. Even with Trevor Lawrence, I thought, man, he was gonna come in that motherfucker and go crazy. No, like every blue moon he does, but nothing crazy. He just looks stupid. And I think a lot of them are just getting that incomplacent. They get all that money and they don't know how to act no more. They're like, oh, I ain't gonna play the game like I need to. I got all this money. So, but like I said, we have a lot of crazy news coming from the week. So yeah, Shador did make his debut. Jamar Chase spitting on another player, one of my Steelers, is disrespectful. And then lying about it is crazy. And it's like when they even ask him the question, he looked like he's about to lie to you. He's looking like he about to lie. He knew damn well he spit on damn, I can't think of his fucking name. Ramsey. Like I know damn well. Like how do you not know you spitting? Like sometimes you could be talking and then you spit, but this motherfucker like it's like this loogie just coming out. And it's the same shit with that it happened early in the year with Dak. Like Dak, we saw Dak spit first. And then, and old boy on the Eagles, he spit right after him. And he got in trouble. But this Jamar Chase situation, yeah, Jamar Chase deserved that suspension. And that's going to affect that week 12 pick anyway. So, so yeah. And then also in the news, Cam Scatterboo has really taken over the internet this past week. One, with the greatest question I think anyone could ask, are you dominant to the taco? Or is the taco dominant to you? It's a very valid question. I had to think about like when I'm eating, and I think to be honest, I think it's a mutual thing. I think you and the taco have a mutual agreement that you're gonna turn your head, and then cause like me, I like the damn. How do I how do I like to eat a taco? It just depends. Like if if I'm eating a street taco, I'm dominant to the taco. Like I'm just but if it's like a crunchy taco, that's different because like you can't just eat a crunchy taco just any way. Like you can't just be out here just like you can't just have it coming directly at you. It got to get tilted because you might cut yourself on the shell, or it might like get lodged in your throat. That's what I think about when I eat the taco. No one thinks about the dangerous aspects of what that taco could do to you. Like this is not in the conversation. So like sometimes like it's more of like I'm dominant. The taco's dominant to me because I'm just doing it out of safety reasons. I don't want the taco to hurt me, and I definitely sure don't want to spill out any of the good ingredients the taco got. So on a crunchy taco, yes, I am dominant. The taco's dominant to me. I'm turning my head for Taco Daddy. Okay, but on a street taco, I'm fucking that shit up. No consent. Like it's different. It's a difference. The crunchy taco is for safety reasons. This, nah, this is sexual. But also Cam Scatterboo was at WWE taking a bump in a way, taking a push. Um, it's in the wrestling world. WWE is not going to do anything if they know it's going to cause you harm. They're real quick to like, hey, we ain't even going to like with Big E. Like Big E was out. Like he has some next shit that they're not even like gonna approve. If he go to AEW, they'll let him wrestle. But but WWE is not gonna let him wrestle, so they're not even gonna take a chance of him taking any type of bumps. So with Cam Scatterboo, like WWE was like, hey, like you could probably take a push, the most or budge, like it'll be all right. And then oh, excuse me. All of the New York Giants fans losing their mind. Like, shouldn't you be resting? I'm like, let that nigga have fun, bro. Let him turn up. Let Cam turn up. He's stuck in the house. He's stuck with a broken leg. He just had like a great game when they beat the Eagles. And then like to get injured is crazy. Like, God. So that is it for the recap for week 11. We're not gonna talk about the Cam Newton stuff. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I kind of understood what Cam was saying. Just comparing Drake May to other quarterbacks. I mean, there are just some better quarterbacks out there. I think Drake May's decent, solid. I think they're perfecting a build around Drake May that he can potentially become like a Super Bowl champion. But I don't think this year is it. Yeah, I don't think so. But when I think of other quarterbacks, I'm just like, hey, they just better. But he has a lot to go. So, but yeah, so we're gonna end the pod after we drop our week 12 picks. So these are my week 12 picks for the NFL 2025 season. I got Buffalo Bills, Green Bay, Detroit Lions, Seahawks, Colts over Kansas. I got Patriots, Steelers, RIP my quarterback. Baltimore Ravens, Jaguars, Browns. Hey, look, I'm putting money on Shador. I got Shador winning, getting this dub. All right. It's the Raiders. How hard could it be? The Eagles, Saints over Falcons, Rams over 49ers, and 49ers. Oh, excuse me. Rams over Tampa Bay and 49ers over the Jaguars. I didn't know Brock Purdy was back, but he back. They played real good this past week. So the Panthers got some. It's time for the Panthers to show if they them or not. So yeah. All right, that is it for the pod. This is probably my longest episode. I'm gonna try to cut some of the review down. Like I'm gonna just try to like cut it where it's not boring. But yeah, that is it for the pod. Thank you guys for watching. This is Problematic LightSkin, episode 21. I am your host, President LightSkin. This has been Problematic LightSkin. Good night.